filter.
Okay, here we are live at Startup Gold Coast Weekend, and I've got with me Michael Metcalfe.
Facebook Live, evening.
Michael's a serial entrepreneur and one of the mentors here tonight. He's also a global citizen. Can I call you that?
You can call me a global citizen. I'm also very well dressed, as you can see right here. I don't know what you've done to me, but it's an improvement.
It's got that Groucho Marx look about it, hasn't it?
If you come a little bit this way, maybe we can do a quick swap,
So Michael, so just tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, where you're from, and why you're here.
Sure. Originally from Brisbane. Background's always been originally hotel and travel space. First startup was across in London. Did that for 4 years. Learnt the hard lessons of concept creating to pivoting 3 times, raising funds, and eventually scaling up, then scaling down. So also have my own hotel consulting business based on the coast now. So we've got a team of people around the world work on a virtual basis, and playing with a few new things at the moment as well. So I'm here tonight to share some of that experience with the guys, help them in a crash course of a 48-hour week, and trying to press them on starting with the end in mind, working backwards, making a plan for Saturday, Sunday, and going for it.
Right. So you mentioned you scaled up, you scaled down, you pivoted, you raised money, and then it all went pear-shaped.
Exactly.
But I thought it was all about becoming a billionaire and then getting a fleet of Lamborghinis and Ferraris.
Look, I think you've got to do the hard work first, and then you can choose how to spend your money if that's how you want to spend it, and that's your decision. But I think it's more about create a good product, get the right team, raise when you need to raise, and if you've got a business model that can grow, let that happen. So forget about this dream of raising $1 billion on day one and retiring to the Seychelles. That's not real life, and that's a good myth to spread. But the hard work is a lot more fun and rewarding at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think we tend to hear a lot about the unicorns and the success stories, and they're probably in the very 0.001% of it. And a lot of the other entrepreneurs that take that journey, it's a hard road. It can be a tough road. But also a rewarding one, and you can have some good times and travel and meet amazing people, as you mentioned to me earlier.
That's right.
So, from my perspective, I think it's all about that rather than, becoming the next unicorn. Do you agree with that?
Spot on. And the reality is, it's a competitive world. There are plenty of niches, and if you execute well, right team, good product fit, you're going to have some success there. It might take you 1 or 2 businesses to get there, but you're going to learn and you're going to change. So, never be disheartened. To any of the young ones here who are expecting a massive exit on day one, business one, when you're at 17 years of age. So, and we've got a lot of young people here tonight, so that's pretty awesome to see as well.
Yeah. So tell me, what are you passionate about?
What am I passionate about? Ideas and looking at highly problematic industries that for too long have been ignored, and looking at how we can use people, technology, new approaches to basically reshape what that future vision could look like. Because ultimately everything that's behind us was broken once upon a time, and someone's fixed that. So I get very excited about new ideas, meeting the right team, and that energy of change that's very possible.
So we hear a lot about innovation ecosystems, and I tend to see the word innovation and entrepreneurship thrown around a fair bit. I think it's pretty easy to put it in your title and stick it on LinkedIn and hey presto, you're an innovation entrepreneur. I know I'm being a bit cynical about that, but I do see a lot of that. So why do you think, so 2-part question, why do you think these types of weekends are important? And secondly, what does innovation mean to you?
Sure. I guess the first part, the simplest way to answer it is, you can't grow trees without planting seeds. And that's exactly what Startup Weekend is all about. So the earlier people can get into something like this and have that experience, whether you're 17 or whether you're 40 and you're wanting to go and, start your own business and have a life change. I think that's what that early phase of innovation is really about, that ecosystem building. What innovation means to me, look, it doesn't necessarily mean a slightly new idea, or maybe you're in a job or doing your own business and those tiny incremental improvements. True innovation, I believe, is looking at something in a completely new light in an industry that really needs it and going about that change. We can have all the ideas in the world that we want, but until you prove that and actually make a change, there's no innovation. It's just a lovely idea.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so a final question, or two-part question. So beach city.
You like the two-part questions,
I
don't
like,
you?
I like,
You're quite good
look,
at the two-parter.
You know, I think the two parts are important.
All right, okay, okay.
A double-prong approach.
Oh, well, we can do it, we can do it.
So beach city, favourite beach in the world?
Burley Heads.
Burley Heads. We're getting a lot of Burley Heads
Burley
tonight.
Heads,
So,
Burley Heads. But a few secret spots for the real locals who are nearby. So
I think there's a bit of bias given we're on the coast, and the Burley Head seems to be the centre of the universe for everybody.
Barrett's. Let's go with Barrett's.
Okay, Brits.
Lovely place.
Okay, so, and the second part is, I know you spent some time in London. You spent 5 years there.
That's right. First startup in London.
Right, and how was the experience working in a startup in London?
Oh, it was incredible. I mean, talk about a city where you want to connect to any type of person with any skill set, any background or any insight. It had it there. You know, it had a real community, and London's well on the way. They've been doing it for years, but that didn't change any of the hard lessons that you have to go through. Whether it's forming your idea, moving things forward, meeting team, and going through that's hard work wherever you are in the world. But definitely a lovely, vibrant place to be.
So the second part of that two-part question was favourite city in the world.
Favourite city in the world. See, this is me. You put me at a salad bar and I can't choose a favourite thing. Favourite city in the world. I'd probably say, let's go with Copper Mountain, Colorado, where I once lived. Lived there for 5 years, and you know, a small mountain town. Not much of a city, but a great place for both lifestyle and play.
Fantastic. Well, lifestyle and play and also work. That's what we're all about.
Exactly.
Thanks, Michael, for your time. Appreciate it.
All right.
We'll be back with more. And
thank you very much for the mask. This is lovely.
See you.